Arr! No, I am not the board of Walt Disney Corporation. Arr! Perhaps just a wee splinter of the board. Who knows? Ah!
Yes, Father. No more speed. We're almost there.
The spirit of the board. Who knows? Arr!
Radio's playing a forgotten song. Radar Love. Thank you, Big Dan. 12:10 a.m. WPHT, Philadelphia.
A kingdom man. Ah, that sounds about right. Ah!
I couldn't figure out the other day what that was. It was Red Hot Love is what I always used to think it was. But then I remember MASH. And it's Radar Love, right? I can hone in on it like a bat with the sonic.
Where's the bounty?
All we have to do now is Trump to come down, and he comes in and picks up David O's bill, number 200, 189.
And yes, moms and dads, I said bounty, not booty. Not booty, but bounty. This is 2020. We try to be safe social distancing, as well as politically correct and gentle.
And Mr. Johnson from South Philly, too. They can all be part of this package. This can be like Dr. King and Bobby Kennedy and Malcolm X. So, that's adding the statues down at next to Dr. King, Bobby Kennedy on one side, Malcolm on the other. This is the narrative that was supposed to come forward. Bolton was telling you all about this. He's been telling you since the 50s.
I'll ask for the booty sooner or later, but for now I'll take the bounty. Thank you.
Like I said in my post to my son Joshua, just like I said when I ridiculed that, an elevator to the space station, that's 6 over 5. The pinging and also the demographics and the culturing of demographics and businesses having raised whatever they want from seed and even, well, we're going to have to go over medicine. We're going to have to go over an awful lot. Let food be your medicine, medicine be your food. And I got a sneaky suspicion that some of the ingredients, or a lot of ingredients you find in this, you also find in that. It's also part of what Obama said, if you can make everyone a sinner. It's like building vaccines into your food. When they grow your food in human feces is approved in 2002. What was it? 2001? No, it was 2001. Spring of 2001. Authority down there, Department of Agriculture, approved it. They can use sludge they dredge from the river and process it into fertilizer for growing produce. It would be organically grown, but just like the rats that roam around here and how I felt bad for them. And it breaks my heart. They're not that cartoon ratigan stuff. These animals are just like our water supply that was contaminated by undigested medicines. These rats are out here eating that stuff too. They ain't know. They're like babes to cats. The cats is basically, they don't even know what they are. I don't even know if they put up the same scent. That's why I filmed that the other night. I did splice that together. It didn't take place at the same time. The cat left before the rat arrived. But hey, that's Hollywood, right? But anyhow, made for a good PSA announcement. Trump picks up David O's bill 200-189, signs it, executive order, reincorporating Kensington as a conservation easement under Penn's Charter of Privilege, as he seals in the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and all the literature of the Christian culture, and all the heritage, and everything's restored. The living and the dead are all twinkling in an eye of their judge. And Philadelphia is made the 51st state. So we're Area 51. You had to expect it. They say it'd come back early. You get an arm again. Well, they pronounced this and that and every other thing. They said people haven't paid attention. The Bible is not just the voice of God. Well, yeah, it's the voice of God because God's omnipotent. But being omnipotent, it's the voices of all of us, of every spirit, of every soul. The continuum that's heaven. Heaven on earth as it is in heaven. Build it. You'll be able to recognize it. Then we can open up communication. I physically saw spirits and heard voice, at least one. It's maybe a couple by now, disembodied. You can get a tapping on the walls now. So I think we're getting close. That spectrum of quantum physics of light, I'm not that type of mathematician. I'm more like the old math, before there was numbers or before there was words or the jot and the tittle. Before that, and self-training myself to be a writer through Scholastic Scope, a lot of stories. And take a look at a book, but as soon as I touch a book, you know the book. But basically, you only write about that which you knew. This is why I accepted them keeping me out. See, I had to overcome being white, affirmative action. And that didn't really bother me so much. And then I seen what they were doing to their family, I had to overcome that. And writing and praying. And the irony of it is that Planned Parenthood and DHS will claim to be coming alongside coming alongside the Tabernacle, coming alongside the family to encourage a Christian modality and lift up. But now it's, that's what they're written to want to do. But like Paul, I guess they have ulterior motives. It pays more for someone to die of flying chicken, or someone to be admitted and put on a ventilator as a flying chicken victim, than it does to call call a farmer's dog a rooster or a chicken. Maybe it's the farmer's dog. Maybe that's who did. Hey cat, you see any flying chickens around here? You keep an eye out, okay? That's mon chérie. She's a very special kitty cat. Now meow. She's speaking my language. I speak her language. We simpatico. Simpatico. There's another thing about omnipotence. They don't feel threatened by me. Only love. That's the word. Making manifest. That's acting on the word. You never work a day in your life. You do what you love. You love what you do. You work and you worship. Bibbidi, bobbidi, a boo.